Find your comfortable seat, easy cross-legged seat. Um, and today for our practice, you can wriggle around a little, get settled, stretch out. Feel free to enjoy steadiness as I'm chatting, or you can move and stretch and breathe, right? It's both aspects of both of those are yoga. So, but as far as our intention for practice today, I'm pulling a theme from the Yoga Sutras, which is the first written text that mentions anything about yoga postures. And it was written, there are some discrepancies, sometime around like 300 to 800 AD. So in this about 1500 years ago ish. And it talks a little bit about yoga postures. It talks a lot about meditation. And it has what's called the 8 limbs of yoga. And these are like various yoga practices. The first limb of yoga, they're called the yamas. And these are the deprogramming of mental patterns. And so basically, so this is a translation by Alan Finger, and he says that the yamas are principles of self-regulation that help us deprogram the habitual patterns that the mind develops in its misguided attempts to find security. So we're going to work with just one of the yamas. There's 5. The first one, you might have even heard this word before, is ahimsa. And that translates as non-harming. And he goes on to say, Ahimsa is the process of becoming free of all violence, injury, and harm toward others and oneself. We create ahimsa when we neutralize our impulses towards aggression. And I think it's so important when we're practicing yoga to remember this. Like, this is one of the first practices on our mat, is to practice non-harming towards ourselves. And that can show up as, especially when you're new to yoga, like trying to let go of judging yourself, trying to let go of self-criticism, especially in the beginning when you're just figuring things out. But always, I know I've been practicing a long time, and sometimes, self-criticism comes up in my mind as well when I'm practicing on and off my mat. So this practice of ahimsa, we're going to take it one step further today and practice self-compassion. So expanding upon that, and we'll do a self-compassion meditation at the ends of this practice. So if you're playing music with me, you can pull up your playlist, and we'll start together in 3, 2, and 1. We'll take a couple of cleansing breaths to begin. So as you exhale, empty your breath. Allow yourself to settle. As you inhale through your nose, fill your lungs. And then exhale out through your mouth. Let out a sigh. And feel that again. Inhale through your nose. Belly expands. So a diaphragmatic breath. And exhale out through your mouth. Once more in that way. Now continue to breathe in and out of your nose, perhaps engaging the ocean sounding breath, Ujjayi pranayama, slightly constricting the base of your throat so that you can feel your breath, hear your breath, sense your breath. You might close down your eyes or just allow a soft gaze. And let your hips get heavy and Your shoulders fall away from your ears. Sensing the points of contact where your body meets the horizontal surface beneath you, whether that's floor or the earth. Just dropping down into that sense of support. And from there, lift upwards through the top of your head and your heart. You can continue to rest your hands where they are. If you'd like to join me, connect your palms together in front of your heart as we remember this intention of ahimsa, or non-harming. And this practice of ahimsa begins with ourselves. We're going to be directing that non-harming towards ourselves as we practice today. Releasing judgments, criticisms, and it takes practice. So we know to expect that. Let's bow chin to chest and head to heart. And then you can lift your gaze, open your eyes if they were closed. Release your hands to your thighs if they're not. We're going to warm up through the spine with some spinal circles, moving in all directions. So we'll begin by leaning forward. And then in mirror image to me, lean over to the left. And now round your back, drop chin to chest. Lean over to the right. And then take it forward and around. Begin to smooth that out. Exhaling back and inhaling forward. So this is similar to like a seated cat's breath, but just getting a little bit more of movement and adjustment through the whole spine. Inhaling forward and exhaling as you round back. Next time you lean forward, we'll change directions, breaking it down, shift to the right. Round your back, drop chin to chest. Lean to the left, forward, and then start to smooth that out. Inhaling forward and exhaling as you round back. You might get some little adjustments through your spine. And then come back through the center. Release your arms down at your sides. Inhale, stretch your arms up and overhead. And as you exhale, twist to the right. Take right hand behind you, left hand either in front or to your opposite knee. We'll just flow with our breath. Inhale through the center. And exhale, twisting the opposite way. Okay, let that flow. Inhale, center, reach, extend. Exhale to the right. Inhale, big reach. And exhale to the left. Okay, this time as you reach up, we'll change it up. Place your left hand next to your left hip and we'll side bend over to the left. Keep your right hip weighted. Roll your right shoulder back, lean back, maybe look up. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, drop your right shoulder and reach towards the corner of your mat. So you're kind of stretching more into your, called your QL, quadratus lumborum, your like left side waist, lower back, towards the back. Inhale, roll your right shoulder back, lean back. Come all the way up and we'll change. Plant your right hand, reach your left arm up and over. Good, so first, lean back, anchor through your left hip, maybe look up. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, drop your left shoulder, stretch towards the corner of your mat. And you should feel a stretch like right here, your lower side back, QL. Good, roll your left shoulder back and then come all the way up. Good. Take a moment to just move and stretch in a way that feels good. You could come back to those circles. You might interlace your hands overhead. It could be something you've done in this class before. It could be your own movement. Take a moment to check in with your body, and maybe there's a little something that you need. And then in the next breath or two, we'll transition to hands and knees and coming into a tabletop. As you come into your tabletop, we'll take child's pose. Touch your big toes together, widen your knees, rest your hips to your heels and your forehead down. Inch your fingertips forward, spread your fingers wide, and that'll create a little bit more sensation in your upper back and your shoulders. Inhale deeply, and exhale fully and completely. Lift up slightly and walk your hands over to the right. Keep your left hip weighted, stretching through your left side waist. Complete your exhale and then walk your hands over to the left. Keep your right hip heavy. Stretch the top of your head towards your fingertips and complete your exhale. And walk your hands forward. Shift forward to hands and knees. Stack your wrists under your shoulders, your knees under your hips. And rather than cat's breath, we're gonna circle again. So begin by shifting your hips forward towards your wrists and then over towards the right side of your mat, back towards your heels without touching, over to the left and forward and around, and then start to smooth that out. Keep a micro bend of your elbows. That will just help to loosen up your upper back as you circle. Exhaling hips to heels and inhaling forward. Exhaling back. And then change direction, so we'd be forward, over to the left, hips towards your heels, to the right, forward and around. Smoothing it out, inhaling forward and exhaling back. And come back through the center. Readjust so that your knees are right under your hips, wrists under your shoulders. Spread your fingers. Remember the foundation of anchoring into your hands, all 10 fingertips and knuckles, especially the index finger. Tuck your toes, lift your knees, and press back, downward facing dog. Keep your knees bent at first. Reach your chest towards your thighs as you root firmly into your hands and send your hips skywards. And now just swivel your hips a little side to side, lengthening through the sides of your waist. I love doing side body opening in yoga because it really helps to open up the tiny muscles, the intercostals, and the rib cage, which allows you to breathe more deeply, which helps you relax. So slow your movements down. You can keep the generous bend of your knees or begin to straighten your legs and drop your heels down towards the mat. As you inhale, round your back a little bit, so kind of like a cat's breath. And as you exhale, press your chest towards your thighs. And feel that once more. Inhale, round your back. And exhale, melt chest to thighs. Now look to the top of your mat and begin to walk your feet forward, coming into a forward fold. We'll take ragdoll, land with your feet hip distance apart, soften your knees, hold opposite elbow, and sway a little side to side. Let your head drop, stretching and lengthening through the sides of your neck, the back of your neck. Good. Slow your movement down. Release your elbows And slow motion, roll up to standing one vertebrae at a time. So your head is the last to lift. And then roll your shoulders back at the top. Mountain pose. Turn your palms to face forward. We're going to circle through the shoulders. So complete your exhale. And now sweep your hands forward and up. And as you exhale, take your arms out to the sides, palms facing up. And feel that again. Inhale forward and up through the arms. And exhale as your arms open. Adding on a chair pose. Bend your knees, sweep hands forward and up. Keep your knees bent. Exhale, open your arms. And you can kind of rise and fall slightly as you do this. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, arms open. So building a little bit of heat in the legs. Once more. Good. Next time you inhale, straighten your arms, straighten your legs, lift your arms. And exhale, fold forward. Micro bend your knees. Swan dive, lead with your heart, hinge at your hips. Drop your head. Take an inhale, lift halfway. And now step your right foot back, come into a lunge. Set your back knee down. And inhale, lift your arms, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Just like we did standing, take your arms out to the sides. And then forward, up and around. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, arms open. And once more like that. This time, as you lift your arms, exhale, lower just your right hand down to the mat. Come into an open twist, left arm high. Tuck back toes, lift back knee. Take an inhale, lean back, maybe look up. And as you exhale, lower your left arm, wrap it under your left thigh, drop your head. Moving with your breath. Inhale, open twist, lean back, up. And exhale, lower your left arm. Good, once more like that. This time, as you lower your left hand, place it inside of your left foot. We're gonna turn to face the long side of the mat. So turn your heels in, toes out. We're coming into a side lunge. Bend your right knee and straighten your left leg. Keep your hips high. You want your right knee tracking over your right toes. Look to the top of your mat. Walk your hands in that direction. Come back into a lunge. And step back, hands and knees. A little bit more flow today. Tuck your toes under if they're not. Reach your hips back to your heels, active child's pose. As you inhale, round forward into cat. And as you exhale, glide back, hips to heels, active child's pose. You can look forward. So a variation of cat spread. Again, inhale, round forward. And exhale as your hips glide back. Good, once more. And this time, as you glide back, we'll press all the way back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift your right leg, bend your knee, open your hip. Press evenly into your hands. And now circle through your right leg, pull right knee to nose, take it out to the side, up and around, like you're painting a circle with your right knee. And the next time you pull your knee to your nose, look forward, step forward, lunge. Set your back knee down. And inhale, lift your arms. Low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Make sure you're not on a tightrope. Circling through the shoulders, take your arms out to the sides. And then forward, up and around. Inhale. Exhale as your arms open. Good, once more like that. Next time you lift your arms, we'll take that open twist. Plant left hand inside of your foot. Right arm high. Tuck your back toes. Lift your back knee. Lean back. Maybe look up. Inhale. And as you exhale, wrap. Right arm under right thigh. Drop your head. Look down. With your breath, inhale, twist and open. And exhale, right arm lowers, head drops. Once more. This time, as you lower your right hand, plant it inside of your right foot. Turn to the long side of your mat for side lunge. Turn your heels in, toes out. Bend your left knee. So this first one, we're going to stay high. So hips and shoulders are even. Left knee is bent, right leg is straight. Look to the top of your mat. That's the direction we're moving. Walk your hands forward. Lunge. Step forward. Forward fold. Uttanasana. Good. Inhale. Lift halfway. Hands to your shins or fingertips to the floor. Exhale. Fold. So you inhale. Rise all the way to standing. Lift your arms. And as you exhale, lower your hands either to paws in front of your heart or arms at your sides, mountain pose. Breathe, feel, remember our intention of Ahimsa, or non-harming. In this practice, non-harming towards self. Remembering our commitment to practicing self-compassion, releasing judgment, especially as we flow maybe a little more quickly than you're used to. So allowing yourself the grace of learning and fumbling and stumbling. It's part of life. Release your arms down. We'll bend the knees, sweep hands forward and up. Utkatasana. Fierce pose or chair pose. We'll take your arms out to the sides. Forward, up, and around. Inhale. Exhale, arms open. Once more like that. Good. Next time your arms lift, straighten your legs, stand tall. Maybe lift your gaze. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. And step your left foot back. Lunge. Set your back knee down. Inhale, lift your arms. Circle your arms out to the sides. Forward and up. Inhale. Just one round this time. As you exhale, plant your left hand down. Pick up your back knee. Lift your right arm. So that big open twist. Okay, you can stay here or come into a side plank variation. Turn all 10 toes to the right. You can heel toe your right foot back, which means you're on the pinky toe side of your left foot. Option to reach your right arm up and over your ear. We're going to flow through the top arm. As you exhale, lower your left hip to hover. Reach your right hand towards the back of your mat. And inhale, lift your hips, make that arc. With your breath, exhale, hips hover, right arm reaches back. Inhale through the right arm. Once more. Good. Inhale, lift. This time, plant your right hand forward, come back and to that your right foot. Turn to the long side of your mat. Heels in, toes out. We were here before. Bend your left knee. Okay, so this or drop your hips. Lift your right toes. Your hands can stay on the floor for support, or connect your palms together in front of your heart. Gandasana, side lunge. Perhaps even looking, gaze can be towards the right toes. Okay, that's the direction we're heading. So looking towards the top of your mat, with or without the use of your hands, come forward into a lunge. Frame your right foot. Step back, downward facing dog. And as you inhale, round forward, this time into a rounded high plank. We just did this on hands and knees, so just adding on. And then bend your knees, wave back, downward dog. Good, again, inhale, round forward. Rounded plank, and exhale, glide back, downward dog. You can also be doing this on hands and knees if this is too much for your wrists. We'll meet in downward dog. Take an inhale, lift your left leg, bend your knee, open your hip. Press evenly into your hands. And now circle it out. Pull left knee towards your nose, out to the side and up and around. And the next time you pull your left knee towards your nose, look forward, step forward, lunge. You can bump your foot forward as needed. Set your back knee down. And inhale, lift your arms. Take your arms out to the sides. Forward, up, and around. Good, just one round of that this time. And now plant your right hand, open twist, left arm high. Tuck back toes, lift back knee. Remember, you can stay in the open twist or flow with me towards side plank. Turn all 10 toes to the left. You can heel toe your left foot back. You're on the razor edge of your right foot. Option to make an arc, lift your left arm over your ear, lift your hips even higher. Inhale. Now exhale, lower your right hip to hover. Reach your left fingertips to the back of your mat. Okay, with your breath, inhale, lift through your hips. Exhale, lower, reach back. Just one more like that. Don't knock over your lamp. Good, reach forward, reframe your right or your left foot with your hands. So forward facing lunge. Place your hands inside of your left foot. Turn to the long side of your mat. Heels in, toes out, bend your right knee, side lunge. And remember, you can stay high or this time drop your hips, lift your left toes. Hands can stay on the floor for support or connect your palms together in front of your heart. Breathe deeply wherever you are. Look towards the top of your mat. And with or without the support of your hands, shift forward, forward facing lunge. Frame your left foot. Step to the top of your mat, forward fold. Good, take an inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Heel toe your feet together so that your big toes touch. Heels are maybe an inch or two apart. Complete your exhale, drop your head. And inhale, rise to standing. Lift your arms. Connect your palms and exhale, lower hands to heart or arms at your sides. Take a breath, stand tall. Good, and now bend your knees, sweep hands forward and up, chair pose. This time we're gonna flow into a twist. So bend your right elbow as you reach your right elbow towards your left outer thigh or knee. Stretch your left hand back behind you. So twisting to the left. Good, inhale, untwist, lift your arms. Exhale, other side. Reach your right arm back, twist to the right. Hook left elbow towards your opposite thigh or knee. It may or may not touch. Good, inhale, untwist, lift your arms. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist to the right. Once more, side to side. Good. This time, as you come to the center, lift your arms, straighten your legs. And exhale, fold forward. And take an inhale, lift halfway. Lift your heels up, bend your knees, come into a squat with your knees together. So a variation of a squat. You can keep your fingertips on the floor or experiment with bringing your palms together in front of your heart, tiptoe squat. Maybe even lift your arms overhead. Inhale deeply. As you exhale, drop your hips down. Walk your feet to the top of your mat and your butt to the center of your mat. Reach your hands forward. Lift your chest, a little bit of core work. Inhale. Exhale, lower your lower back, your middle back. Keep your shoulders lifted. Inhale. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, reach. Sit even taller. Exhale, slow, lower, just part way. Inhale. Exhale, lift. Okay, now that you're up, interlace your hands together. Shift your hands over to the left. Roll to your back. Take your hands towards the center. Take your hands to the right and then up and around. It's actually easier if you go faster. So exhale as you lower. Inhale as you lift up. Exhale, lower. Inhale, lift. One more like that. We're going to change directions. Okay. Other side. Lean to the right. Down. To the left. Up and around. You don't have to go down all the way either. If that's too much, you can kind of keep your lower back lifted. All right. Next time you come up, we'll meet here. Release your hands. Inhale. Exhale, lower all the way down onto your back. Ooh. Bend your knees, plant your feet. And we're going to do a little bit to strengthen the obliques, the sideways. So take your arms out to the sides, either a T or cactus arms if you don't have a lot of space. Pick up your feet, stack your knees directly over your hips. Hug your knees towards one another. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lower your knees to the right to hover. Keep your left shoulder anchored. Inhale, lift your knees. Exhale, knees to the left. Keep your right shoulder anchored. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. So only lowering your knees as far as you can maintain that connection to your core, that rootedness in your shoulders. To the left. Inhale, center. Good. Once more, side to side. Back to center. Hug your knees to your chest. You can stay here, knees to chest, or happy baby pose. Bend your knees towards your outer ribs. Take hold of your feet, maybe your shins or your ankles. Rock a little side to side. Open your hips, stretch out your back. Okay, now hug your knees to your chest. Hold the backs of your thighs. Start to rock forward and back along your spine. We're going to come all the way to standing. Plant your feet. Inhale, lift your arms, stand tall. Exhale, mountain pose. And take a breath. Okay. You can turn and face me if you want. We're going to come into a little bit of standing balance. So usually some core work helps make standing balance a little bit easier. Just a little bit. Okay, so let's begin. Position my mat a little bit so that I'm on solid ground. Okay. Begin with hands together in front of your heart. Step your feet a little wider. Take an inhale, extend your arms out to the sides. And in mirror image to me, exhale, pull your hands towards your heart, lift your right knee. Hands just kind of hover at the midline. Good inhale, step out, open your arms. And exhale, other side. Pull your hands in, lift your left knee. We're just gonna flow side to side like that. Good, inhale, step out. Exhale, pull in. This time, give yourself a hug. Take your left arm on top. Hold opposite shoulder. Good, inhale, step out. Open your arms. Other side. Place your right arm on top as you lift your left knee. Good, step out. Adding on. Exhale, left arm on top. Right knee lifts. Keep your arms as they are. Flex through your right foot and make a figure 4 shape. Crossing right ankle above left knee. Now you can keep your arms as they are, bend your standing leg, or take eagle arms. Send your fingertips skywards, maybe even cross your wrists. Crouching down through your hips. As you lean forward, stretch your fingertips skywards if you're in eagle arms. Kind of funky. You might not have ever done this before, so if it's unfamiliar, it's going to feel weird. It's going to feel wobbly. Have a little compassion for yourself. Come up. Step out. Open your arms. Other side. Lift your left knee. Take your right arm on top. Left knee lifts, right arm on top. Flex your left foot, figure 4 cross. Your legs crouch down. Option to take the eagle arms, fingertips skywards, maybe cross your wrists. Reach your hips back and your fingertips forward and up. Another breath here. And inhale, come up. Step out. Release. Move around a little bit. A lot of times I like to circle out my hips after that, or shake out my arms and my legs, loosen up. Sometimes little standing balance poses bring tension into your body. We don't want to do that. This is yoga. We want to release it. So shake it out. Do what you got to do. Stretch, wiggle, wriggle, and find your way towards the top of your mat. Bring your feet together. Big toes touching. Heels slightly apart. Bend your knees. Fierce pose. Just for breath. Inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lengthen your spine and step back, downward facing dog. And take an inhale, round forward into plank pose. And either knees down or straight legs, lower all the way down to your belly. Roll your shoulders back for cobra pose. Inhale, lift up. Remember, glide your shoulders away from your ears. Wrap your elbows in towards your ribs. And as you exhale, lengthen and lower. One more back bend. Inhale, lift up, either cobra or scoot forward an inch or two. Straighten your arms, lift your thighs, upward dog. And exhale back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift your right leg, bend your knee, open your hip. And as you exhale, look forward, step forward. Warrior 2, spin your back heel down. And inhale, sweep your arms overhead or out to the sides. Good, make sure your front knee is directly over your ankle, front toes are facing forward. Take your left hand to your left hip or down your back leg, exalted warrior. Spin your right palm up. Take your right arm up and over your ear. Little different this time. We're going to transition. Sweep your right arm down, around, and in front of you. And now lower right forearm to right thigh. Side angle pose. Take your left arm up and over your ear. So we're going to circle through the arms like that. It might feel a little different. Let's look. Okay. Circle your left arm in front of you to come up through your right arm. Exalted warrior. Inhale. Exhale, circle your right arm. Lower right forearm to thigh. Left arm reaches. Inhale. Exhale, circle it out just once more like that, side to side. I know I'm already feeling the burning in my right thigh. Just stay with it. Good. Come back up through the center. Warrior two. Just one breath. Look over your right fingertips. Good. Now straighten your right leg. Bring your hands to your hips. Turn all 10 toes to face the long side of your mat. Shift your hips a little side to side. Circle them out a little bit. Loosen them up. Good. And now turn heels in, toes out. Bend your knees. Come into temple pose. Knees stack over your ankles. Place your hands on your thighs. You can wriggle side to side. Breathe. In this pose, it's okay to let your shoulders shrug towards your ears because that helps to lengthen through the sides of your waist. And now straighten your legs. Turn your toes again to face the long side of your mat. Interlace your hands behind your back. Roll your shoulders back. Inhale. And exhale, fold. Prasarita Padottanasana with the shoulder opening. Or wide-legged forward fold, standing version. We're going to be here a couple of breaths. You're welcome to release your hands under your shoulders if that's going to feel better for you. You're welcome to sway a little to help release tension. If you need stability today, then enjoy that. Give that to yourself. Wherever you are, let your head hang heavily. Once you got a grasp on the pose, once you know what we're doing, let your head drop so you don't have to look at the screen. And then release your hands under your shoulders. If they're not, turn towards the front of your mat, forward facing lunge. Set your back knee down. Straighten your front leg. Half splits. Okay, so if you're feeling a good stretch in the half splits, you can stay here, or you're welcome to experiment with sliding right heel forward a little bit as you glide your right hip back. You can even tuck your back toes, lift your back knee, slide your back foot back, and then set your knee down. Just finding a variation of the pose where you feel some sensation without strain. Complete your exhale. Tuck your back toes. If you're in a deeper split, you can start to scissor your legs towards one another and come into a lunge. Bend your right knee. Walk your hands up your right thigh. Interlace your hands to place them on your thigh. Yeah, we're going to get a little deeper into the left hip flexor, the quadricep of the left leg. This could be plenty. If you want to add to it, make sure you're stable. Bend your back knee. Reach your left hand back to clasp the inside arch of your foot. You could rest your right forearm on your thigh. You could even start to guide your left heel towards your outer left hip, eventually spinning your left fingertips in the same direction as your toes. Find a steady gaze at one point on the floor to help with your balance. And deepen your breath. Notice if you're tensing up in a part of your body you don't need for this pose. So you need to kind of tense a little in your feet, your legs to stabilize, but you don't need to clench your jaw. You don't need to tighten your shoulders. If you can let go of those, any tension in those muscles at least. And then slow release. And straighten your right leg for just a breath. Loosen up your lower back. And then come back to hands and knees, step back. You can take cat's breath, you can wriggle around, you can take those circles. All right, from here, come into steadiness. And now send your left toes skywards with your left knee bent. Reach the top of your head towards your toes. You can stay here or experiment with balance. Reach your right hand back towards your right hip, maybe clasp opposite hand to foot. Take an exhale, anchor down into your left hand, and inhale, press your top foot into your hand to open up. This is Ardha Dhanurasana, half bow pose. Again, steady your gaze to help with the balance. Take one more inhale, and exhale, release. Rest in child's pose. Big toes touch, hips to heels. You can stack your hands under your forehead or extend your arms long, whatever feels good and restorative for you. Remembering again our intention of ahimsa or non-harming. We want to move in a way that we're being kind to our bodies. We want to direct our thoughts in a way that we're being kind towards ourselves. It takes practice for sure. And then inhale, shift forward and lower all the way down to your belly. Bend both knees, reach back with your hands. If you can, clasp your outer ankles. If not, just interlace your hands behind your back. Dhanurasana, bow pose. Exhale completely, get heavy. And as you inhale, press your feet into your hands to lift up. Exhale, lower a little bit. And inhale, lift. 2 more breaths like that. Good. Exhale, lower. Place your hands under your shoulders. Press back, downward facing dog. Take an inhale, lift your left leg, bend your knee, open your hip. And as you exhale, look forward, step forward. Setting up for warrior 2. Spin your back heel down. Inhale, cartwheel your arms up into that T shape. Front knee over the ankle. Left toes face forward. Bring your right hand either to your right hip or down your back leg. Spin your left palm up. Exalted warrior. Take your left arm up and over your ear. Inhale. And now circle your left arm in front of your torso and place left forearm to left thigh. Reach your right arm up and over your ear, side angle pose. Circling through your right arm, sweep it down in front of your torso to bring you all the way up. Side warrior. Take your left arm over your ear. Inhale. Exhale, circle to change. Forearm to thigh. Inhale, right arm reaches. Exhale, circle it out. Inhale through your left arm. Exhale around. Last one. Come up through the center. Arms open. Warrior 2. Inhale. And now straighten through your left leg. We're just going to come directly into the lunge. Cartwheel your hands to frame your left foot. Set your back knee down. Straighten your left leg, half splits. Feel it out on this side. If you're feeling some sensation here, sensation without strain, this is your pulse. You want to add to the sensation, you can slide your left heel forward, glide your left hip back a little. For more, you could tuck your back toes, lift your knees, slide your back leg back, set your knee down. Maybe walk your hands back a little. And going for sensation in the left hamstring, maybe the calf or the right hip flexor, but stopping when your body communicates that to you. Also takes practice to kind of know that, to find the just right pulse for your body in this moment. One more breath. And then start to shift back into a lunge. Bend your left knee. Walk your hands up. Interlace your hands on your left thigh. Okay. So you should be feeling some sensation in your right hip flexor in this pose. If you want to add on to that, you can make sure you're not on a tightrope. Bend your right knee. Reach your right hand back to catch the inside arch of your foot. You can rest your left foot. Gradually, as your hip flexor opens, you can guide your right heel towards your outer right hip. Steady your gaze to steady your back. Balance and step back, hands and knees. Good. Come into tabletop. You can take cat's breath, wriggle around, loosen up. Setting up for that half bow. Plant your hands, wrists under the shoulders, spread your fingers, stabilize. And now keeping your right knee bent, send your right toes skywards. Steady your gaze. You can stay here or reach your left hand back and see if you can clasp opposite hand to foot. Exhale to anchor into your right hand, and then inhale, press your top foot into your hand to open. And slow release. Walk your knees towards the front of your mat. Touch your big toes together, widen your knees, sit to the soles of your feet. This is called saddle pose. So your big toes are touching and your heels turn out to the side. You're kind of making like a saddle for yourself. We're gonna move towards a quadricep release, so the fronts of the thighs. This could be plenty. Or you could take your hands behind you. Lift your hips a little, scoot your tailbone toward your knees, set your hips back down. This could be your pose. We're just gonna gradually work our way back. Stop where you need to. You could lower it to your forearms. Lift your hips, scoop your tailbone forward, set your hips back down. What that does is create space in the lower back, so it's not compression in your lower back. You could lower all the way down to your back. Same thing. You might create a little more space in the low back. I like to take my arms overhead. You could hold opposite elbow. And once you establish your pose, deepen your breath. Complete your exhale. If you reclined onto your back, you would come out the same way you came in. So prop yourself to your forearms and then your hands, and then walk your hands forward. Tuck your toes, straighten your legs, come into a forward fold. Let's do bent knee ragdoll at first. Hold opposite elbow. You can sway. If you want to deepen this stretch, you could take your peace fingers, index and middle finger, wrap them around your big toes. Inhale to lengthen your spine, look forward. And exhale, fold. This is Padangustasana. Your hands to your big toe pose, hand to big toe pose. So take a couple of breaths. Again, let your head drop to release tension. And release. Turn your heels in, toes out, bend your knees, squat down, Malasana. You can keep your hands on the floor for support or connect your palms together in front of your heart. So if you're in this version with me, with your elbows inside of your knees, please press your knees into your elbows and your elbows into your knees to create more length through your spine. You'll feel the top of your head lift. And slow release. Drop your hips. Walk your feet forward. Reach your hands forward. Inhale. And exhale, lower. Hug your knees to your chest. Rock a little side to side. You can stay here or take happy baby pose. Options to add even more of a stretch. You could take, again, your peace fingers to your big toes and straighten one leg at a time or straighten both legs. Supta Konasana, wide angle pose. You could rock side to side here. And now lower your feet to the mat with your knees bent. Cross your right ankle above your left knee, flex your foot, figure four shape. So this is the rocking side to side. For more sensation, take your right foot, maybe even extend your left leg straight. So find a position where your breath is full. Like for me, I just had a moment and usually that variation feels really good for me. And today it made me hold my breath. So I'm just gonna back up a little. Your breath is a really good indicator of, where you should be at in a pose because that changes day to day. And now we're gonna hug the right knee in towards your chest and straighten your left leg. Setting up for a twist, take your right arm out to the side. Guide your right knee across your body. If it doesn't easily rest on something, under your knee. For more sensation, take your left hand to your outer edge of your right foot and straighten your right leg as you twist. You can look to the right if that's okay for your neck. And if not, just look up. You can also straighten your right leg and just rest your left hand wherever it wants to rest. We'll come back through the center, hug knees to chest. Side two, with your knees bent, cross left ankle above right knee, figure four shape, flex your left foot. For more, you can reach your arms forward, left hand between the legs to clasp your right thigh or shin. I like to rock a little side to side to loosen up my hips. You can enjoy steadiness. You can experiment with those variations of left foot to right hand or elbow crease. Maybe straightening the right leg. Again, finding the variation where your breath is full and you feel that stretch without strain. And now preparing for your twist, hug your left knee into your chest, straighten your right leg. Take your left arm out to the side as you guide your left knee across. Remember, you can prop your knee onto something or take the straight leg variation with me, right hand to outer left foot as you straighten your left leg. You can also just rest your hand anywhere on your left leg that feels supported. Turn your gaze to the left to add the stretch of your neck. And breathe deeply here. And come back through the center, hug knees to chest. And take a neutral pose, either knees to chest, happy baby. And prepare your body for rest. You could start with knees bent, knees touching, feet wide, constructive rest pose. Arms at your sides, palms facing up. You could also straighten your legs, having your feet as wide as your hips or wider for Shavasana. You're welcome to join me in a seated meditation, but for most bodies, it's easiest to relax when you're resting on your back. If you prefer to sit, you could roll to your side. Find your little cushion. Just take some time to create comfort for yourself, finding the pose that's going to work for you today. Make any last adjustments. I'm going to meditate today on self-compassion, this form of ahimsa or non-harming. These are some words from Dr. Kristen Neff. She's done a lot of research on the mental health benefits of practicing self-compassion. And she says that everyone is worthy of compassion. The very fact that we are conscious human beings experiencing life on this planet means that we are intrinsically valuable and deserving of care. Many people are resistant to the idea of self-compassion, thinking it's just a form of self-pity or dressed up word for self-indulgence. Self-compassion involves wanting health and well-being for oneself and leads to proactive behavior to better one's situation rather than passivity. Rather than condemning yourself for your mistakes and failures, you can use the experience of suffering to soften your heart. You can let go of those unrealistic expectations of perfection that make you so dissatisfied and open the door to real and lasting satisfaction by giving yourself the compassion you need in the moment. The nurturing quality of self-compassion allows us to flourish, to appreciate the beauty and richness of life, even in hard times. And so as you breathe and rest, and please remember this intention of ahimsa, of non-harming, as today in our yoga practice, we direct that towards ourselves. So next time you breathe in, sense yourself filling with loving acceptance. And exhaling, releasing judgment and criticism, breathing it out. Inhaling loving acceptance. And exhaling judgment and criticism. Continue this on your own. You're welcome to change the words into something that resonates more deeply with you or an intention you might have for yourself. Breathing in some form of positivity, acceptance, and breathing out some form of judgment. Just continuing like that on your own. In this practice of ahimsa. If the focus of the meditation starts to feel forced or rigid, you can just let it go at any time and just focus your attention on the flow of your breath. And please begin again to deepen your breath. You can start to bring a little bit of movement back into your body, slowly stretching and waking up. Time, you can bend your knees and side, and eventually find your way back up to your seat. And once you establish your seat, you can rest your hands on your thighs or connect your palms together in front of your heart. And let's bow chin to chest and head to heart. Remembering that we can practice yoga even when we step off of our mats. And as you're ready, lift your gaze, open your eyes, shift your attention back out into your day. Thank you so much for being here today.